Hi, my name is Corey Minter. I'm president of Trinity Employment Specialists. Trinity is a staffing company. We staff for people all throughout this region in Oklahoma, primarily in Tulsa and in Oklahoma. Our specialties are in the medical field and in banking and finance and accounting. And we've done quite well in these areas over the last few years, and we're wrapping up this year. This is the very end of 2016, and we're getting ready to move into 2017. So for this little small segment, I wanted to talk just real quickly about some of the things that you have to do for success, especially when it comes to your career. It can relate to something that is, that is not career related. It's just more related towards, any kind of success. But I'm going to try to relate this more to your career, because that's primarily what we do at Trinity, is help people out with their careers. I was asked the other day by someone. He asked me how it was that I was able to do some of the things that I've done. And if you don't know me in Tulsa, I'm well known for going and doing some really remarkable things. They don't cost a lot of money, and it doesn't cost any money really to do, but I go and do a lot of remarkable things. During the summertime, 2 to 3 mornings a week, I'm going to be out on the lake right at sunrise, taking pictures of the sunrise in my kayak. It's something that I really enjoy. In doing that, this last year, there's a family of beavers that, and I go outside of their beaver dam, and I just like to watch them swim around. They know who I am. I know who they are. They swim right up to my boat every morning and take a look at me, and we just know who one another are. I mean, to me, that's an extraordinary experience. It's something that I really enjoy, but it's also things that most people wouldn't take the effort to go and do. I'm a part of a group that we just called and asked Mark Green of Hobby Lobby, hey, would you like to hang out with us? And he agreed, and so he invited us into his house. We did some remarkable things. After that, we paid about $25-30 and went and jumped into a wind tunnel that simulated skydiving. These are not things that take a lot of money, and it's just a series of things like this. That's what he was talking about. But he admired the fact that we got to go do those things. And so I wanted to kind of put this into a lesson, because he asked me, he said, how did you get to where you went to go do those things? And this was exactly how, why, and where. I was in Bass Pro Shops. I'm an outdoorsman, and I would go out to Bass Pro almost every weekend. And this is what I would do, I swear to you. I would go out there and dream about I would go look at the kayaks, and I'd dream and think about how cool it would be to be on the water. And I had a small little kayak at the house, and I would dream about going and hiking and doing all of the things that I really loved doing. And I did this for about a year. I just go out there and think about it. And it occurred to me one time, I started thinking, I was like, why in the world do you not just go do it? It doesn't cost you any money. Why don't you go do it? Rather than go here and think about it, go really do it. And that's exactly what I started doing. And so I incorporated that in many different things in my life. And so if there was something that I ever thought, hey, it would be neat if I went and did X, Y, or Z. Well, I stopped thinking, hey, it would be neat if we did X, Y, and Z. And I started putting together a plan to try to make that happen. And so I've been able to have fun, a lot more fun at life. Well, the same thing is for your career and success, for that matter. At some point, you have to be willing to just get up and do rather than think or dream. As an entrepreneur, I meet a lot of people who are currently in their jobs, and some of them will tell me, man, I just really would love to go do this. I own Trinity, and so I don't recruit as much as I once did. But when I recruited, it used to drive me crazy when I asked them, what would you really like to be doing? And they would be like, well, if I have my choice, I'd really like to be doing this thing over here. But this is where my experience is, and so I'm going to stay here. And I do get that, because they probably were going to make a little bit money at first doing the thing that they had more experience in. But over time, if you're doing something that you love, you're going to do a much better job at it. It's pretty certain that that's what's going to happen, because you're going to throw your passion and your enjoyment will be fulfilled into that role. Well, these individuals what they had happen in their career path is they let the wind just take them wherever it was that they went. And I never could understand why they wouldn't take control over their career and try to get it to where they wanted it to be. I understood that it was going to be difficult, but this happens more often than you would think. And I think that if there are many people watching this, that there's got to be a few that are in a career that they wish that they were over here, but their experience is here, and so they're staying here. Well, just like my aha moment in Bass Pro, why don't you stop dreaming about it and just go do it? And I want to encourage anyone who's in a career path to consider doing that. If they're in a career path that is going the wrong direction, consider making a move and just going to do what it is that you really truly love, and not let your career go the way that the wind takes it. Many people do this. Many Americans do this, and they just put in their time into their career, and they never live a satisfying life. And that's a big part of living a satisfying life. For any entrepreneur or anyone who's done anything successful, they had a dream and they put action to the dream. And I feel like I meet way too many people who have a dream, but they just leave it there in the dream area, and they never put action to going and seeing it happen. And it's sad. And I often wonder how many great ideas happen or don't happen, all because somebody had a dream, a really great dream, and a really great idea, and they were too fearful to be able to put action to that plan and make it happen. And fear is a reason that some people don't make steps. Laziness is sometimes a reason why people don't make steps, but probably I would guess the fear of the unknown is the biggest reason that people don't. But it limits your success level, whether it's in your career or a personal goal or a financial goal. It limits your ability to do something great when you have a dream and you don't have the tenacity or the drive or the whereabouts to put action to that plan and go and make it happen. And so the reason that I wanted to say this today is I wanted to encourage someone that might have a career goal or a personal goal that they would like to complete. Rather than sitting around and thinking about it for 20 or 30 years, it probably won't take but a year to implement the plan. So I want to encourage you to go live life at its fullest, live life abundantly. Don't just let life happen to you. Make something happen, but make something happen to where your life is exactly what you want it to be and not what the wind blew you that day. I hope that this encourages somebody today. At Trinity Employment Specialists, this is our passion and it's our why. We help people do career transitions and get where they want to be in their careers, and in many cases giving them opportunities that they wouldn't have had otherwise. We would love to be able to help you and see if we might have a position that's right for you. please give us a call at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online at trinityemployment.com. Thank you.